Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Remy kisses Electra and gets rejected. Creep alert finally goes off. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers reveal that Remy Price Christian Weissman will continue to pretend he's sweet and innocent. Electra Forrester Lania Grace considers Remy to be a good friend and clearly doesn't view him as any sort of threat at all. Of course, B&B fans saw that Remy basically had a shrine of Electra photos. Since Remy is a disturbing stalker, all signs point to him being the person behind Electra's deep fake photo scandal. However, Electra doesn't have any inkling about that, at least not yet. As far as Electra is concerned, Remy is someone kind who she's been able to lean on in the past. Remy definitely intends to make sure Electra keeps her word about hanging out sometime. It may not be long until Remy's pressuring Electra to make plans and maybe even check out his new place. It's easy to imagine Remy luring Electra to his lair now that Deacon Sharp Sean Cannon has agreed to let him stay in the upstairs apartment. Remy might show it to Electra eventually and try to score some alone time. Since Remy wants to be the guy Electra turns to, he might get her talking about the photo scandal and how humiliated she was. Remy could comfort Electra despite being the reason for all her pain and embarrassment. Electra already gave Remy multiple hugs when she was first catching up with him. It's obvious that Electra is pretty touchy-feely with Remy, so he may embrace her once again behind closed doors. Perhaps this could lead to Remy deciding to make his move with Electra. Remy knows Electra is getting closer to Will Spencer Crew Morrow, so he may want to do something before she falls any harder. Remy might think he can steal Electra's heart for himself and plant a kiss on her at some point. Although Electra is only looking for friendship from Remy, he may force a lip lock and get rejected in the end. Will that be when Electra's creep alert finally goes off? Will Remy struggle to hide a sinister reaction and leave Electra on edge regardless? Our predictions hint that Will's going to sense some trouble sooner or later, so he may get the feeling that Remy is bad news. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Will may have to go into hero mode somewhere down the line, so we'll bring you updates on all the shockers and shakeups. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Remy kisses Electra and gets rejected. Creep alert finally goes off. In a whirlwind of emotions, sparks, and a shocking moment that no one saw coming, The Bold and the Beautiful took a dark turn this week with Remy's unexpected move on Electra. For weeks, viewers have been watching the slow build-up of tension between the two, with their flirtations, stolen glances, and simmering chemistry. But the moment that defined their storyline took a surprising and unsettling twist when Remy kissed Electra and was rejected in a way that left everyone stunned. Remy's unsettling kiss. Remy, always the charming and suave ladies' man, has been playing a dangerous game for the past few months. His calculated moves with Electra, the seductive and mysterious new character, have kept fans on edge. Remy's ability to read people and manipulate situations to his advantage has earned him a reputation as someone who always gets what he wants. But this time, he miscalculated. It all started in the office of Forrester Creations. Remy and Electra had been discussing business, at least that was the excuse, but anyone with half an eye could tell there was an undeniable attraction brewing between them. Remy leaned in closer, his usual grin replaced by a more intimate expression. His hand brushed against Electra's, lingering just long enough to make her uncomfortable. Then, without warning, he kissed her, a slow, deliberate kiss that spoke volumes about his intentions. But the kiss wasn't met with the anticipated spark of mutual desire. Instead, Electra immediately pulled back, her face contorted in a mix of shock and disbelief. Her eyes widened in disbelief, and her body stiffened as she recoiled from him. "What the hell do you think you're doing?" she demanded, her voice sharp. For a moment, it seemed like Remy might brush it off with a joke, but Electra wasn't laughing. In fact, she was visibly disturbed. The atmosphere between them shifted dramatically, and Remy's usual confidence faltered for a split second. This wasn't part of the plan. Electra was rejecting him, and not just in a mild, dismissive way. This was a firm, unambiguous rejection. The creepy turn. The kiss itself was unexpected, but it was Remy's reaction afterward that truly shocked fans. Instead of apologizing or acknowledging her boundaries, he seemed to grow even more determined. He took a step forward, trying to regain the intimacy that was just shattered. "Come on, Electra," he said, his voice lower now, almost coaxing. "We both know there's something between us." But Electra wasn't having any of it. Her eyes narrowed as she took a step back, clearly not only rejecting him physically but emotionally as well. "This isn't what you think it is," she said firmly. "I'm not interested in playing your games. Keep your distance, Remy." However, Remy, shaken but not deterred, smirked. The confidence, though forced, started creeping back in. But it wasn't charming anymore, it was borderline creepy. Remy, who had prided himself on being a master of seduction and manipulation, began to look more like someone who didn't understand how to take no for an answer. His persistence bordered on obsession, and for the first time in a long while, viewers began to question his character. The creep alert moment. As the scene progressed, the tension between them escalated. Remy, refusing to back down, pressed on with an uncomfortable persistence. His attempts at persuasion turned into something darker as he ignored her very clear verbal and physical cues to stop. He leaned closer once more, his tone becoming insistent. "You don't really want to walk away from this," he said, a sense of entitlement creeping into his voice. "We could have something real." At that moment, Electra's expression shifted. Her body language became colder, more defensive, and she finally snapped, "I'm warning you, Remy. If you don't stop, I'll have to take this further." And that's when the creep alert finally went off. Electra wasn't just standing her ground, she was taking control of the situation. She wasn't afraid to put him in his place, and it was clear that Remy had crossed a line. His confidence faltered completely as he processed the severity of the rejection. The once suave and calculated businessman now looked like someone who was struggling to regain control over a situation he could no longer manipulate. The moment was jarring for many fans of the show. Remy, who had been an object of desire and admiration for so long, had revealed a darker side of his character. And Electra, previously viewed as mysterious but composed, showed that she wasn't someone to be toyed with. The fallout. The aftermath of this encounter is bound to have far-reaching consequences, both for Remy and Electra. Remy's unsettling persistence has left viewers wondering whether he will continue to pursue Electra, or whether he'll find himself backing down in the face of rejection and the consequences of his actions. It's a dangerous game he's playing, and it seems that this time, he may have underestimated the strength of the woman he's been trying to seduce. For Electra, her rejection of Remy signals a moment of empowerment. She has established her boundaries and made it clear that she won't tolerate manipulation. But she also made it known that she's not afraid to fight back when necessary. This could open up a new dynamic for her character, one that involves standing up to those who think they can control or intimidate her. The biggest question now is how the other characters on the show will react to this altercation. Will Remy's behavior cause a rift in his relationships with others, or will he manage to smooth things over with a well-crafted apology? And what about Electra? Could her rejection of Remy mark the beginning of a larger shift in power dynamics on the show, as she begins to take center stage in a way viewers haven't yet seen? What's next? As always, The Bold and the Beautiful is about to get even more complex. Remy's darker side has been exposed, and Electra is no longer the enigmatic seductress she once seemed. The lines between hero and villain are often blurred in this show, and this latest development only adds to that complexity. Will Remy redeem himself, or has he crossed a line from which there's no return? And how will Electra's rejection change the trajectory of her character? One thing's for sure, this storyline is far from over. The drama is just beginning, and fans will be on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting what comes next in the wake of this shocking kiss and rejection. The next few weeks will be critical in revealing just how far Remy will go to get what he wants and whether Electra will ultimately allow him to win or make sure he is kept at bay for good.